Hello, and thanks for watching ADM Agriculture's weekly grain market update. My name is Chris Colley, and I manage the barley trading here for ADM in the UK. And today we're going to look at the barley harvest we've just had and some of the prospects for the season ahead. So to start off with production, we saw an increased barley area year on year as a result of a lower winter wheat acreage, which was unfortunately due to the wet weather that we saw for most of the autumn planting window well into the spring. We also had a corresponding lower winter barley acreage, which you can see here, the yellow bar in the on the right hand side there. The increased spring acreage, which official figures are at 808,000 for the UK hectares, that is, has gone on and had pretty much a perfect growing season following what was a late planting window, and the spring barley performed very well at harvest, with many farmers at or above their average trend yields. And as a result, we've seen a really nice increase year on year and against the average spring barley production, which gives a total barley production in the UK of just over the 7.5 million tonne mark. As you can see from the graph here, that level is higher than we've seen for a few seasons now, not since 1920 and 2021, and higher also than the long-term average. What's interesting about the crop this year is that, with the wheat market having to price to import parity due to the lower production, barley has still to price to export parity. And as a result, we've seen quite a large spread between the two products, which has meant that barley has been in quite good demand since harvest, as it's been trading at competitive levels versus feed wheat. Farmers have failed to sell barley since harvest as well, and they've been rather focused on other things and not looking to lock in at today's prices. And as a result, barley has tightened up, and the market has found some support relative to other products since harvest got underway. Although what's interesting to note from this second slide here is that our export pace relative to previous seasons has been very, very poor indeed. This shows the cumulative monthly percentage of barley exported for the last 10 seasons. And as you can see circled there in the bottom, the blue line is our pace for this season, which stands well below any previous years for the last decade, but also the mean line dotted there in orange. And what we can expect to see from this is that with probably somewhere in the region of 1.5 million tonnes of surplus of barley in the UK, we can expect that the market will have to push that tonnage out in order to balance the books. And at the moment, at least, barley from the UK is proving uncompetitive into global and European markets due to other more favourable origins and other products outcompeting our levels. Now to take a look at quality, we've actually seen a very good quality year for the barley. The spring barley in particular was excellent. All malting metrics are very, very usable, and pass rates for malting barley are extremely high, with the odd exception of ergot in the crop, which does seem to be increasing in prevalence and poses a risk this year. However, when you look at this histogram here of nitrogen content, we can see that based on the main malting, brewing and distilling specs highlighted in orange and green for nitrogen, much of the barley that has been produced falls within those specifications. And as a result, the large surplus of barley that we see in the UK, much of that is spring and of malting quality. So as a result, maltsters are very relaxed. We see a very relaxed view from both them and the wider brewing industry. And as a result, premiums have drifted to their lowest level for several seasons. And that's all from me. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any other questions or comments about what's been raised in this video, please do reach out to your ADM farm trader. Thank you.